right, so I can see that these 7th gen Hellcats are still selling for over 70 grand. So it looks like a lot of people are still very interested in this car. Most people do not care for that EV, and you know, I get it. You know, the EV, we don't want that. We want V8s. So I'm just gonna put here. It's looking like these cars are you know, basically holding their value exactly how I kind of anticipated, my car included. Of course, you know, you're looking at 2023 Hellcats that are still 70,000 plus, over 70 grand. All right, I think that new EV Scat Pack is over 70 grand. So of course no one's happy about it, but you know, the price plus no one wants an EV, so they're not happy about it. But it looks like these cars are still in a high demand. People still want to buy this actual 7th gen Hellcat that I own, that people want these cars still to this day. So checking online, I've seen that the car 2022 here in Texas, I think like 20,000 miles, is going for well over 70 grand. And there is another 2023 with over 70,000 miles on it. I'll put these up on a screen, that is over 70 grand. So, you know, these cars are selling for what the new Scat Pack is selling for. Whether you think it's overpriced or not, you know, it is what it is. That's your own opinion. But a lot of people still want these cars, and people know that, so they have it to whereas, you know, you got to pay for it. You know, still to this day, you're gonna be paying for it. What I've also seen is, see if I can beat these cars before they come. Yeah, it looks like I got them. What I've also seen is people are still looking to buy narrow bodies. If they can get their hands on a narrow body, they're getting their hands on them. They're buying them. So the demand for these cars are not going away. So you can really just anticipate when you go look to buy one, even if it has, you know, 10,000 miles on it, 15,000 miles, 20,000 miles, you know, you're gonna be paying, you know, you can still be paying over 70 grand. All right, and that's from Car Guru. Yeah, you may want to, yeah, shop around, look and see if you can get one for a little bit cheaper, but I'm telling you, it's gonna be pretty hard to find one of these cars for cheaper because they're just in such high demand still to this day. So we'll carry the conversation on as I get into the gym. I'm pulling up now, but you know, just something to really think about when you get one of these cars. Just know that they're going to be up there in price, and they're still holding their values. They're still holding their values pretty high, whether you agree with that or not. That's what they're selling for. So let me just go ahead and park and get in. All right, so let's start with this 2022 first. So it's a 2022 Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat wide body. It's 74,495. It has 20,000 miles, and it's in Houston, Texas. So over 20,000 miles, and it's basically 74,000. And then the newer one is a 2023 Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat wide body. It's 73,999. All right, and it has 10,000 miles. So these cars are definitely still selling. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alrighty, so VIN numbers are there if you want to check them out. VIN numbers are on the actual site for both cars, so 74,495 and 73,999. So definitely check them out if you're looking to buy one of these cars, but they're not going to be cheap. Still basically easing back into heavy lifting after my injury. What I like to do is get basically my quads and my actual hamstrings warmed up. One of the main things that I do now is warm up the front and the back of my actual legs. All right, so you already got to know when you're going in to any dealership and you're trying to negotiate, you need to use the years, use the mileage, and use any rebates that they may have. All right, and don't let them sell you on some warranty package. Basically trying to warm up before I squat. So I like to do basically some leg extensions, hamstring curls, but some females over there right now, so I had to skip it and I'll come back. Whew. I like to work my way up to heavier weight as I warm my quads up. So that's what I'm doing. Warm up. So still warming up. Do this last warm up set. Then I'll go deep. Some hamstrings before I actually squat and then be done. Time is 4:09. All right, so did my actual leg extensions. All right, now for my actual hamstrings. All right, second set of, not sure yet, but this is just warm-ups. So I'll try to get my actual hamstrings warmed up. And still warming up.
All right, so I just want to finish with some fairly light squats. Um, I did things a little different today on leg day. I actually did leg press before this. You know, I didn't go too heavy, but I didn't stay super light. So, of course, I'm not as fresh on my squats as I would have been because I usually do this first and then I'll finish with that. But today I did it different just to kind of change it up. So I'm just staying with this pretty light. I don't have to go heavy because I already kind of went heavy on leg press right before this. So just a second set of basically form and just trying to get a decent burn. You don't need that much when you're squatting. You do not need 3 and 4 plates. Trust me, you don't need it. Try using 135 or maybe 225 and burn out and see how much better results you get when you're targeting and you're going to failure with lighter weight on squats. Trust me, it does not take that much to trigger growth. Try to get that ego lifting out of your head. A lot of people do it.
All right, so I'll probably finish off with just that second set. I did, I don't know, 4, maybe 5 sets of leg press. So like I said, I'm a little cooked right now, so I don't want to go too crazy. All right, so as we spoke about before I got to the gym, just talking about the prices on these Hellcats that are no longer being made anymore as far as this body style. So it looks like they are still in high demand, as I said, and I guess they'll be that way until maybe they put a V8 in this new body style. So for the meantime, it looks like people still want to buy this car no matter what, no matter that it's basically at this point 2 years old. So they stopped making them in the December of 2023. So people still want the car, and people still want these Hellcats, you know. So overall, the engine is what people really love, and a lot of people like the body style. I actually like the body style in this car a lot. I actually love the body style in this car, and the new body style I like also. I would have to get a 4-door. I'm not a fan of a hatchback, like how I said back in 2022 when I did that video, when they first announced the Banshee, the 2-door. So, but if they put a Hellcat in it, I don't know. I mean, I would be interested in that car. I like the interior and some of the settings, but let's just see how it performs. Let's see if they make it lighter. They're gonna have to, more than likely. It may be about the same weight as this, so we'll have to see. But we know the EV is almost 6,000 pounds. So I'm sorry, 5,800, close to 5,900, almost 6K. So I'm sure when they make, or if they put that V8 in it like they're supposed to be doing, it'll get lighter. It may be around this same weight that we have now, so 4,500 pounds, which is still pretty big and still pretty heavy. But if they can make that car all-wheel drive, it will make up and make it a better performer than this 7th gen Hellcat that basically is just only rear-wheel drive. And what they should do is also make it to where that car can be turned off how it is in the EV, and you can make it have it just be rear-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive, you know, depending on what you want to do. So that's pretty much it. Like I said, if you want to get one of these cars, they're still out there, you know, 10,000 miles, 20,000 miles. People have given them up for whatever reason, and they're out on dealership lots, pre-owned. You know, they're still over 70,000. So a 2022 is over 70,000, and a 2023 is over 70,000. So you could probably talk them down maybe to 65. I don't know if you could talk them down to 60. I mean, they know these cars are in high demand, so for them to let that car go at 60, you know, with 10,000 miles, I got 18,000 on mine, and it's still pretty much brand new. So 10,000 miles is extremely brand new. So yeah, it's a 2023, but it's still brand new when it comes to the life of the engine. That car still has a lot of life to live, so especially if you take care of it. But I've taken care of mine, and I'm not letting it go. You know, this car is pretty much, this is here to stay. Any other car that I get after this will be just an add-on, and who knows, I'll have 2 if I want to. You know, I'll have to see if it's worth, if that new Hellcat has more options like all-wheel drive, and it has some newer features that I feel justifies buying a second Hellcat, then I'll definitely do that. But we're in track mode right now. Underpass, just hit it a little bit. So make sure you're subscribed, make sure you have that bell turned on so you can receive all post notifications, and I'll see you in the next one.